I'll tell you what, I think this Trevor Lawrence guy could be a pretty good player, huh?
Yeah, he might be okay.
So
he's got 4 Gatorade bottles sitting next to him, and one of his family members is sitting behind them with a Gatorade hat on.
Oh yeah.
So Richard says on YouTube,
Burrow was playing fine until he tore his knee, guys. What's going on here?
Says Lawrence will live up to the number 1 pick, just like Burrow. And
that's a judgment.
He's not gonna. Everybody's saying he's Andrew Luck. He's a generational prospect. Like, I do think he's been overhyped. Like, he is not perfect. There's holes in his game, just like there is any guy coming from college. And so, I mean, people that are going to expect him to come in and throw for 4,500 yards and 35 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, like, that's not going to happen. Like, he's not going to have that type of a season. He's going to have. It's going to be interesting to see the offense they build, because he ran the ball a lot at Clemson. A lot of his passes were behind the line of scrimmage. He's not a guy that stretched the field vertically a lot. And I don't know if Jacksonville has the weapons to pull off that kind of an attack. So I do think there's going to be an acclimation period. I expect him to be a good quarterback, but I do think people have gone a little far with the hyperbole of best prospect ever.
I think he's the best prospect ever. So I'm on the other end of that. I don't think he's got a single weakness in his game. I think he's the perfect college quarterback prospect. He's the most successful college quarterback of all time. He's the most for 3 years, he's been the assumed number 1 pick of this draft, and at no point did anyone even challenge him. I think he is, in my lifetime, by far, not even close, the best college quarterback prospect of all time. You compare him and Andrew Luck, they had similar stats. Trevor Lawrence never lost a regular season game. Like, it's not even a question for me. The guy can run, and you're saying, like, they had a lot of design plays in that offense. I don't think that's a negative. I think that's a positive, that he has the ability to escape in the pocket. He's obviously not going to be doing a lot of design runs in the NFL. I think, if anything, that's an absolute positive, that he has mobility. I think he's untouchable as a prospect. I don't think we'll be seeing anyone like him for the next decade.
They were 25th in sacks allowed per game last year, so they could definitely look offensive line to help protect Lawrence. They also allowed the 6th most passing yards per game, but they did sign Shaquille Griffin. Meyer wants to get faster. He may want to get a weapon to pair with Lawrence. So I think you could see one of the 2 wide receivers, Bateman or Marshall. I think you could maybe see Trevon Moehrig. I hope not. You could see Greg Newsome, or you could look at a guy like Tevin Jenkins. Those are some names that you could watch for here.
I don't think it's going to be a wide receiver. That's my main take on this pick, just because Urban Meyer's talked really highly about the receivers they have in-house. I know they added Marvin Jones, and they added another guy whose name's escaping me right now, but Urban Meyer talked really highly on the additions that they made, as well as Chark, as well as Laviska Shenault. I don't expect this to be a receiver, and I don't think running back's a need. I personally wouldn't make this pick, but I think that they will take Travis Etienne. I could be wrong, but that would be my guess, just because of the Clemson connection with Etienne and Lawrence. I think it makes a ton of sense, but I think Robinson would be fine for them to stick with at running back, but I think it's much more likely they take running back than receiver. Also, an upset pick, sleeper pick. I also wouldn't be shocked if they took Jackson Carman, offensive tackle out of Clemson, whether that be at 25, 33, 45, or in the 3rd round. He has a wide range of where he could go. That would be a name to watch out for Jacksonville over the next day or 2.
Yeah,
this could be a potential. Oh, go ahead.
I like the Etienne, the Etienne pick here. I wouldn't be surprised at all. But safety is a need on this team. Is this where Trayvon Moore goes? Maybe.
I forgot I had him under 26.5, so I sure hope so.
Yeah,
you could also look at Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, who's kind of that safety linebacker hybrid.
Yeah,
he could help you out there, but. Yeah, if I'm them, I'm looking at, we need a safety, and there's one clear top guy in the class, and it's Trevon Moehrig. And then I'm looking at, we need an offensive tackle, and there's Tevin Jenkins, Dylan Redmond, Liam Eichenberg, Jalen Mayfield. There's a bunch of tackles left. And hey, you know what? We pick again in about 8 picks, and I think I can get one of those guys. So if I'm them, I'm going to take I'm taking Trevon Moehrig here. That'd be my pick.
That'd be excellent, man. That'd be an excellent pick.
But as an Eagles fan, I'm really hoping that's not the pick. And I hope
I'm hoping they go receiver.
Yeah. I hope everyone goes receiver. Let's get these receivers off the board. We've got Ravens. Ravens have 2 picks. They could use a receiver. Packers could use a receiver. Let's make it happen. Packers and Ravens.
Yeah,
Saints could do it too.
Listen, if Bateman and Marshall make it down there, I really believe the Ravens are going to take one, and I believe the Packers will take one as well. I don't think Bateman and Marshall get to the second round. I think that they do go. I think those 2 teams specifically are wide receiver needy. And as Mark just said, do the Saints look to take somebody else to go along with Michael Thomas from the receiver game? Possibly.
Smith, they don't really have much. They don't really have much behind Michael Thomas in New Orleans, so that could also be a spot.
The pick is in for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it is running back Travis Etienne out of Clemson. The band is back together in Jacksonville. I generally don't love running back picks in the first round, but it's hard to hate on this and trying to build Clemson South down in Jacksonville. It's certainly an interesting play.
So I'm going to need to stop gambling.
I almost said Morrig didn't go there.
I had Etienne after 30 and a half. So I'm now down $3.43. So if I can only get one more corner and no safeties in the first round, I'll come out positive by like $1.30. So let's go. Let's make it happen.
I'm trying to figure out how many picks I've predicted correctly. It's not that many. But that's one of them. Travis Etienne is one of them.